It's a big play there on third down. And even 40 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Again, it's Barkley. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 33 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bounce in their step.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Well, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen on third down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return will stop right around the 25. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw, McNabb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now McNabb. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Got a man complete. It's the tight end tomorrow. And he gets it down to the 32. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, We take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun, here's McNabb. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round!
McNabb to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. McNabb going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here now the offense heading back out there. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Well, we know one bench is jumping up and down in excitement right now. After that punt return for a touchdown, whether they go for a PAT or go for 2, probably depends on the team's philosophy, doesn't it?
Either way, made it a 1-score game. Still a little work to do, though, here in the 4th. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So Allen's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. Still. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. It's right around the 6. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.